All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Salt Mine number 4. It's the 4th iteration of the Salt Mine tournament. But we are currently in Qualifier number 3. There are 4 total qualifiers. And the reason I'm saying this is because these players' chances are coming to a close. We're in day 2. So these guys have made it through the tough part, the open bracket. Well, actually, maybe this is probably the tougher part. The open bracket is the larger part, of course, but by the time that you get to day 2, the closed qual, it's all top-tier players. And our first round match is Shadi versus Krabby. Shadi off to a hot start here. And I have to say, Shadi has been one of the more impressive players throughout this offseason. We've obviously had a lot of 1v1 content going on with the weekly ATR Cups. And then, of course, the Salt Mine Quals as well. Shadi has just been, really making a name for himself. And showing everybody what he's capable of. Holds the flip reset here. And this is kind of, I think, the tendency. This is the MO for Shadi. He's not going to give you a bunch of easy opportunities with super ambitious aerial plays. He's not trying to string together, okay, I was about to say multiple resets as he looks to put one together. But you can see even the conclusion of the play, it's a safe play. He wave dashes down to the ground. It's a ground pinch. So I'm not saying it's not advanced, and obviously he's very mechanically talented, but it's always a quick recovery tacked on the end. It's always a play that, while it gives him plenty of opportunity to score, he also is not leaving himself in a bad spot defensively. Right now, Shadi is in complete control. 5-0 in the first minute. Now, maybe not to the same degree, but Krabby has also taken this opportunity in the offseason to make a name for himself. He's been playing competitively against some of the world's best, making deep runs in some of the, maybe 1 or 2 of the Salt Mine qualifiers, and ATR Cup as well. Krabby's a newer face. In fact, I just had Krabby in a show match on my stream this very Wednesday. And, oh! Flip reset, musty flick from Shadi, just a bit high. Krabby actually messaged me afterwards. He did get the win. And he was just saying that was his first kind of a show match venture. So Krabby's very new to this world. And I think shows a lot of promise for competitive 1v1s, whether it's tournaments or show matches. He's been very active on Fear's recent event with the King of the Hill stuff. And he's a player that is, he's a player that's hungry. Wants to grind, wants to get better. Nice outplay here in the midfield. Gives him his first. He has slowed the bleeding. Or I guess stopped it, really. Shadi with such an incredible start in the first minute, but has gone quiet. There you can see a flip reset. This time, Krabby able to not only stop things here at the goal line, but get a decent touch down the field and a superior recovery to Shadi. Sloan? Is that a word? I think I'm going to make it one. How about that? That's what we do here. We make up words. Reset for Krabby. Looks for the flick to the left side, bottom of the net. Shadi's got it covered. It looks like a quick counterattack the other way. We'll give Shadi a 7th. See if there's anything that Krabby can learn from game one. Try to apply it to his tactics moving forward. He'll need to be careful here. He's on low boost. He does well to confirm that midfield boost, and now he's kind of flipped the script here. Shadi down the field with about 20 in the tank. However, Shadi's able to turn it into an opportunity. Puts in an 8th. At this point, Krabby should be less worried about mounting a comeback and winning the game and more worried about just learning. What is it that Shadi likes to do? What are the things that he is having success with? And how can I remedy those problems? Ambitious dive for Shadi in the corner, and that'll cost him a 3rd. I think a big one here is the kickoffs. Shadi has gained possession more times than not following these kickoffs. And you can see again the tendency, even when Shadi does pull things up high into the sky, he typically will bring the conclusion down low. Rarely has he tried for an outplay over the top of Krabby. I don't think he's tried for a backboard. I don't think he's tried for a backboard double or anything at all. Not that I can remember. Once again, Shadi playing it safe, but Krabby this time makes the save on the goal line. He's got some more defending to do. Shadi puts in a 10th goal. And there's an outplay over the top, but you can see the result. Krabby, I think this is something that he needs to, he's going to need to implement tactically in game 2. If he can just force Shadi over the top, it may result in some slower recoveries for Shadi, maybe some frustration as well. Krabby gets a 4th right here at 0 seconds, but game 1 ultimately goes to Shadi. Game 2. Krabby will have the first possession. Booming flick from the midfield. He'll secure that back corner boost. It's a decent setup, but Krabby just didn't give himself many opportunities. It was a pretty easy play to read. And Shadi will do just that. Easy counterattack for Shadi gives him the first goal of game 2. Shadi with an early outplay. This just bounces on the goal line. That's funny. Little BM there as Shadi forces Krabby to retreat back to defense. That's funny. Got another opportunity. Sidesteps around the ball and goes near post. And while it's not 5, it is still a very strong start for Shadi in the first minute. Actually, it may be 5. I think it was 5-0 at maybe 3:54, 3:56, something around that time. Shadi is on pace once again. Flip reset. He'll just bail out of it. Play for the 50-50 on the goal line. He's protecting all the big boost pads as well. Krabby Does get the corner. But we'll have to turn over possession to do so. Now he's lost his back corner. He'll stay active on the play, but it pulls him into a poor position. Krabby operating on pads. And an early dive. I mean, this is almost identical to game one. I think it's one or two less goals, but similar control. Shadi just full confidence here. And Krabby really unable to put him under any pressure whatsoever. This whole game has been Krabby fighting to grab possession for a moment, and as soon as he does have possession, it seems like it's ripped away from him nearly immediately. Shadi will put in a 7th. It's a rough one for Krabby. Gonna have to save these replays. Do a little study session. See if there are some ways that he can improve strategically. There's an early proactive challenge from Krabby. Will earn in possession. Shadi, however, has retained a fair amount of boost. Clears down to the orange backboard. Krabby will be conceding again. Poor control there as he tries to dismount the backboard and begin to transition into offense. Krabby having a tough time. Favorable bounce for Krabby. Plays for the low 50, but Shadi. Oh no! Oh no! Somehow Shadi has turned a horrific situation into an own goal the other way. It's tragic. Krabby, he was just dodging back into defense. Oh man, that is rough. There's nearly 2 minutes, and Shadi is up 9-0. Krabby finally gets on the board. Shadi is just so composed. There's never a moment in the game where he looks flustered. There is never a moment where he looks like he does not have control, whether he has possession of the play or not. Shadi just makes the right read, the right touch, the right decision every single play. Pogo. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Shadi. Pogo, air dribble, musty flick. Oh no. Oh, he's dead already. Oh no. All right, Krabby's responded. Obviously, at a 12-2 score line, it will not matter, but it's got to feel good at least getting, at least getting a decent play. Winnable. I don't know about that one. Oh, man. Krabby had done so well to fight through the interference. Ultimately, Shadi gets the demo. Oh, man. Final 10 seconds tick away. Another goal line stand for Krabby. But he'll be conceding on the follow-up play. Shadi 13-2. Man. Oh, gosh. Shadi on match point, and we just got to be honest, these have not been close. He has been in full control from the opening moment of both Game 1 and Game 2. I know that it sounds a little silly, but we're almost 30 seconds in. This is a much better start for Krabby. But an air dribble bump will give Shadi the opening goal. Shadi wins the exchange in the midfield. It's a second goal. See, Krabby has popped into the liquid decal for the Finnick. Low 50 for Shadi. And a dish to follow. 3-0. Oh, man. Diving save after the respawn. Krabby's clear is lackluster. Shadi will easily collect in the corner and put in a fourth goal. Active camera for Krabby, just making sure he keeps his eyes on Shadi. This could be an opportunity, but a poor first touch will just immediately turn over possession. Krabby, even when presented with opportunities, even if they're not great opportunities, Krabby has unfortunately not been able to capitalize. So a low play for Krabby. We'll work it under the challenge. He's got his first goal, and as I said, I know it sounds silly because Shadi has been in complete control here in Game 3, but it's actually, this is one of Krabby's better performances. He's got an opportunity here, and this is what I'm talking about. He's got to make it count. Shadi, despite being on 0 boost, has recovered in time. Sends the clear away. Collects possession, and immediately he is back on offense. Well-placed shot. Shadi gets a 5th. Krabby with a chance for an aerial play. Unable to achieve the flip reset. However, a good recovery allows him to snag that corner boost. This should be a goal for Krabby. He's only down 3. This has obviously been in favor of Shadi. But Krabby, he's got an opportunity here. 1:21 on the clock. He'll have to play this final minute and 15 seconds flawless if he wants a chance. That's a good save. Shadi, quick recovery. Will push possession back to his own side. He's demoed here. If Krabby can collect and get this on target, he'll get a 3rd. 60 seconds left. And we see Krabby mix up the kickoff. He was awarded with an initial chance, but it was thwarted. Shadi down the side. Easy outplay here in the midfield. And he's walked in a 6th. Strong kickoff win for Krabby. Shadi is back immediately. He's just never out of the play. And that will do it. Shadi, an incredibly strong performance. 3-0 sweep over Krabby, with Game 3 being the closest. Shadi looking in form today. And if I had to make a prediction, I think he will be qualifying for Salt Mine today.